Hey Karun, Nikki. I'm going for a hike again today. It's currently 38 according to my car thermometer. I'm heading out to the North Fork of the Umatilla, and I figured I'm gonna walk right up the North Fork, which is pretty level, and it's 4 miles into where it starts to ascend out of the canyon. And so I'm just gonna go that 4 miles in and back. I'm 16 miles out of town, and obviously I was wrong about it being foggy up here. It's gorgeous. So here we are at the trailhead, and you can see there's still some snow. My car thermometer says it's 49 degrees. It feels a little cooler than that to me. Just going up the North Fork of the Umatilla here. And I decided not to drive all the way in to this spot because I wasn't sure how mucky it was going to be. When I hit the dirt road, there was a sign saying road closed, but obviously a lot of people have been up here and most of the snow seems to have melted off, so we'll see. I imagine the trail is going to be pretty mucky. Hit a little rugged patch in the trail here where you can see the trail coming through there, and this tree came down completely blocking the trail. And actually back there's a bunch of big thorny bushes that I had to fight through. Yeah, this is the trail. Dook, 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 dook. Oops. So clearly it fell from up there and kind of rolled into the trail. Clearly there's been other folks up here, probably this last weekend, because the weather was so nice. If I fall into the river here, no one's ever going to find this cell phone. So I'm not a woodsman or anything, so you know, these trees are down and they all have kind of lichens on the bark and everything. But occasionally you run across one like this that has these huge thorns on it. Most of them don't. So I just am shoving through them, and a couple occasions I've like shoved into these things and then realized, ooh, that was a bad idea. Hiking in the sun, in the sunshine. Beautiful nonetheless. Notice south facing slope, no real snow right here. Up here around the corner, once it gets in the shade, of course, more snow. I just had to ford that little creek down there, and of course I stepped in it, but actually my new boots did really well. I got wet up around the ankles, but not inside the boot. So I'm a couple miles in now, maybe a little less than that. When I first started, there were lots and lots of human tracks, and I just noticed that there's a ton of deer or elk tracks. Just hiked quite a bit through some pretty deep snow back there, but it's amazing how just like that, there's no snow at all here, obviously under the canopy. But, yeah. So, looks like I've made it more or less to Coyote Creek. Now I just got to figure out how to get there. It's funny, I hit one of those, there's a bridge over there. I saw it. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see it through there. I've never been out this far on this trail, so it's pretty cool. I still got about a mile to go before I get to the place I was aiming to hit. Yeah, I don't think there have been other people out here since the snow fell anyway. So this is a a downed tree across the trail here with snow piles on it. Looks like a squirrel or something was eviscerating pine cones sitting there. You can see all the leavings there. It's pretty cool. I gotta get around this thing. Yeah, there's that sticker tree again. So I wonder, is that a wolf track? All right, so I'm about not far from the place where I was trying to aim to get, and there's this thing across the trail again. I'm looking at the tracks, and you know, every other place I've been able to find clear places where the tracks went, how they get around, and I suppose I could go down there and try to pick my way around, but I think I'm good enough. It's 1:30. I've been about 2 hours on the trail, and I think maybe it's time to go back. So an interesting thing that I noticed going back is that the breeze seems to be behind me now, and I'm actually much warmer than I was, which is probably not a good thing because I was feeling pretty warm. Obviously, I'm just wearing a t-shirt now. It's a good windstorm pulled that thing down, right? Less than 2 miles to go. Well, coming out of the trail, and it's not even 3 o'clock yet. So I made really good time coming back. The final stats are 3 hours, 10 minutes, 3 hours, 9 minutes, 7.71 miles round trip. That's probably because I did a little wandering around here after I turned on the GPS before I headed up the trail. So, yeah, good hike. I'm bleeding a little bit. Probably die. Well, I will die, just a question of when. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.